This is Ladern again with another video for Breaking Cycles. This is chapter 10, where we discuss about friendship. Does friend matter? Does friends matter after marriage? And today I am here with three beautiful ladies. Oh my God, I am so honored to be surrounded by beautiful women like them. So we are here, we are friends, and they agree to be here with me today. I'm so happy about that. So we will start with you first. What's your name and one fact about you?
My name is Laura, and I am a social worker.
My name is Red, and I love to dance.
My name is Mouseline, and I'm a social worker.
Okay, and these two ladies, they are my friends, and we'll be discussing some good things. So let's dive in. Okay, chapter question number 1. What is the meaning of a friend to you?
To me, I think a friend is someone that you can count on, someone that is there for you in times of need, someone that you can count on for support, and someone who eventually turns into family. Doesn't matter how long you've known them, just them being there for you, someone who you can count on.
I agree with Laura. Friendship to me, it means that I'm a type of person that if somebody comes to my house, I have to clean my house like spotless. But these girls, my close friend, I know that I don't have to do that because if my house is messy, they're not gonna go back and talk bad about me. So that's and judge me. So that's the true friend, and they're not gonna judge me if I tell them my secret or anything about that. And also to have them available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If I'm having issue, whether, school, work, my marital, anything like that, I have them. I can call them and I know that they're going to be here for me. So to me, that's friendship.
Oh, that's how you feel about me.
That's how I feel about y'all.
I would tag her though. I think it's more like vulnerability, being able to be your authentic self. Like for me, that's what counts you as a friend. Like me being my authentic self and not having to hide who I am, despite the circumstance.
Yeah, I totally agree. I know you guys will ask me, so let me just put myself out there. What is the meaning of a friend to me? The meaning of a friend to me is you guys.
Oh, that made me blush.
Yeah. So what do I mean by that is because you guys been there. You guys have proven yourself. You guys been there through thick and thin. I've been through some tough times in my life, and you guys stood by my side. You guys were there, helping me to carry my load. Not just saying you guys are my friends just by mouth, but you guys have exude and show me what friendship truly means. Before I used to say that I do not believe in best friends. I do not believe in close friends. But I think now with times after finding a group of friends like you guys and a
Made it
couple
worth
of
it.
other, I can say I believe that there are friends out there. There are good friends, people that can support you when you're going through, people who love you just for you, where I don't have to be someone else. I can be myself. If I go to and the way that we move, if we're in church, we are in church.
Yeah.
If we go, Mouseline is having a party, we go to a party. We're gonna be happy. We're gonna have fun together. So, so this is the meaning of a friend to me.
I have a question for you guys, for all of you guys. Since we all have iPhones, right?
Yeah.
And you all consider me your friend, right? How come I'm not on y'all emergency bypass?
You guys are
No favorites and there's emergency bypass.
Yeah, you are.
Maybe I don't have to set it up yet.
She's my second.
I love you guys. You got emergency bypass it. Yeah, that means if the phone is on silent, do not disturb, no matter what, my phone call is gonna come through.
Yeah.
It's gonna bypass all your whatever they have on your phone.
You know, I used to be Team Android.
Now you crossed over.
Welcome to the bright side.
Yeah,
There's a lot of things I'm still learning. So right now,
I got you
Ricky's
after.
not even on my. You were gonna say something.
No, I was gonna say that I agree with you, especially friends and sisterhood. I think that everybody should have a support system. I know some females they like, oh, I don't believe in that and never, but I would recommend them to look for someone or a group of people that they trust to have that support system, because I feel like even if you're in a relationship, you should have that sisterhood. You should have that support system, because there are some things that you are going to go through that you will need those people to go with.
Yeah. What I was gonna say, if I'm bleeding, or friendship. So, like you were saying, how it becomes a sisterhood. Like, I don't even use the titles and be like, y'all my friends or whatever. I be like, that's my sister. Like, to the point where, your mom and your mom and your mom. Like, for me, if something, God forbid, ever happens to my mom, I know, like, because our bond has, like, grown to that point where it's like, I know if something happens to my mom, I have my bonus moms, like, y'all mothers, or, I have sisters. I know I have a sister, but, like, yours are like sisters to me or whatever. Look at, girl. See?
I love you too, friend.
We're not gonna cross that.
Just so y'all know, all four of us are crying.
I'm not sensitive. Yeah, love him, changer.
What were you doing earlier, friend?
Papa les trois forts, papa les trois forts.
Alrighty. My second question, I'll start with Mouseline with this one. Do you believe friends matter after marriage or after being involved in a romantic relationship?
I truly believe that. And I always tell people that my husband is my husband. Mm-hmm. He's not my best friend.
Yeah.
He's my friend because that's my husband. But I have my best friend that, hey, if he's my best friend and we have an issue, how can I complain to him
About him.
Like, I need somebody else to be like, girl, guess what he did? And that's my best friend. So, yes, I totally believe that you should have your friend separated from your marriage, your marriage. Again, Ede is my husband, and you guys are
Friends.
so I need someone to talk about Ede too. I don't do. You guys know I don't do that.
Yeah.
But
At
least I know that if I need to, I have you guys. So yes. Even if you dating, going out with somebody, courting, married, you do need that friend.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tag you. I'm tagging you a lot on your things. You're giving me ideas.
It's good. It's
Even when you're in a relationship, it's important for me because, granted, we date. You get what I'm trying to say, but it's important to have friends. In case you go on a date with someone, you could drop your location. Like, it's a safety thing. Because imagine if you're just dating the person and you're not informing your friends about what's going on. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and once we know that you're dating that person, you tell them about it. So if we see that person out with somebody else, we're gonna be like, girl, drive hell.
I think friendship is important when you're married because as a Haitian, Haitian people, they always say, you need, like, how do you say it? What am I trying to say? Like, they say, like, if somebody sees that you don't have a support system, they see that you don't have friends around you, they see that it's just you and them, they manipulate you, they treat you bad because you don't have nobody to come and defend you. So in that aspect, you need friends. And then as you grow in your marriage and you want to you have babies and you want to go on a date night with your husband without your kids, who's going to watch your kids for you if you don't have a friendship or a support system to do that for you? So there's little things like that it's important to have solitude or important to have people behind you to help you with that.
Actually, somebody just told me that the other day that their boyfriend is being, manipulate them because he know that that person don't have a support system, and I felt so bad. And I'm like, I felt so bad, and I'm like, girl, you need to have more friends and stuff like that. And so I agree with that.
I do believe that as well. Having friends or having close people in your surrounding is connecting to a bigger community because you are learning, you are growing, you are evolving because you never know it all or you never know too much. When you have people around you, there's a lot of stuff. You guys open my eyes in a lot of stuff. Like,
Well, Masha Dimunza.
yeah, you guys open my eyes in a lot of stuff. Certain things, the way I used to view them, when I listen to you guys talk, I see them differently.
Yeah.
And I think you will be able to receive and you will be able to give to other people. Like, let's say if my life was just surrounded just by Rick alone, sometimes he's busy with his music things, or he can be in church doing different things, and that may be the time that I need support from somebody. If he's not around, I can call on you guys. I can be like, friend, this is what's going on, this is how I'm feeling. And I remember after I had my son Zaymar, I was going through postpartum, and there are times, yes, Rick would tell me that he understands. However, I needed a girl to express myself, and you guys were there. Like when I'm talking to you guys, I could relate to you guys. But when I was explaining to him, I could not relate and tell him how I was feeling. But I'll be frustrated just telling him, you're supposed to understand. But then again, he's a man. So I do believe that you need friends. Friends matter after marriage. But some people will think differently. I don't need, because I know there are ways to separate the two.
Yeah. Of course.
And we go to our third question, which is, how do you suggest people separate the two, their romantic relationship and friendship?
I guess I would say if my friends tell me something, I don't go and tell my significant other or my partner what's going on, or because you don't want it to get messy, if that makes sense. Like, because, for example, if I'm in a relationship, whatever. If I get to look, she got a proud moment. So if you made me forget what I was saying.
I mean, it's surprised you're saying that.
Right.
That's why I looked at you.
Think big.
I'm growing up. I would say, simply something big. What was the question?
This is how it goes down. Really, really, really.
This is us, y'all. This is how to separate.
Yes.
There you go. How to separate it. So if me and him, okay, we're in love with each other, right? It's not everything that, wow, okay, dirty. It's not everything that I'm gonna come back and tell you guys, because then I don't want you guys to, because you guys genuinely love me. You feel me? Like, so if he does something, y'all gonna be like, I wanna fight him or whatever. And it's the same for him. I'm not gonna be like, oh, Lo pissed me off, Dern pissed me off, or Moose didn't answer my phone call. Yeah. All every day, but it's okay. Shit, answer my call, because then he's gonna feel some type of way, because obviously everyone feels empowered with their loves, like I feel like I love you guys more. Like, we be fighting over Lorra not to go to Orlando. Like, why you gotta go to Orlando? But I just think you have to separate the two so there's not an issue, because you want the two people that you love to get along with each other and not to judge each other based on the information that we're spreading.
And I'm gonna piggyback on you this time. I agree. This probably the first time that Laura gonna hear that, but I don't know. I'm probably gonna say Laura often because she is the we've been friends the longest between the four, and what Red said is totally the way I feel. Like there is certain stuff that Ade would do to me, I will not tell Laura or my family because I will forgive Ade. But I feel like they love me so much that even after I forgive them, they're not gonna forgive them because they will never like want me to be hurt or anything. So that's why there's certain stuff that I keep to myself. And I I will tell his family because that's his family. But when it comes to my family or my best friend, big, not too big thing because I'm only but yeah, there's some stuff that I'm not gonna tell my best friend about it because they're not gonna forgive him. They love me.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say the same thing. That's what I respect about our relationship is because you have that boundary, and it's important to have boundaries in your marriage. Yes, my friends are close with my spouse or with my other friends or whatnot, but I have to have that level of privacy between our friendship and my marriage because, like you said, at the end of the day, you're gonna go home to your boyfriend, you're gonna go home to your husband, you're gonna sleep in the same room with your husband. I'm single, I'm gonna go home by myself, but I'm gonna hold a grudge for my friends because why are you treating my friends like that? Like they deserve the world. So I like to be sheltered. Like I'm here as a shoulder to lean on, but if it's something that's hurtful, I'm gonna give you my honest opinion, and I want you to you're either going to take the honest opinion and know that I'm going to hold a grudge for a very long time, or just I'm okay with being sheltered with not knowing certain things about your relationship.
And that goes both ways too. There's some stuff that if you guys tell me, I'm not going to go back and tell it because that's your business. Because I don't want to be like, she did that?
That's the kind of friends you have.
I'm not gonna go back and tell him the same way that there's something I'm not gonna come back and tell you. So the boundaries is needed. It's very important.
But I also want to say it's not to say that we can't be friends with each other's spouses because, for example, Ricky is very. I mean, when you see him outside, don't do him like that. Because if you think about it, and then as women, we're usually cautious when it comes to dealing with each other's significant other because you got some messy people, if we're being honest. We got some friends that's, sleep with, I think it's important, though, to also, because we're not saying don't let your husband or your boyfriend come around your friends, because I think that's also important, too, so that your significant other can decide for themselves what kind of person you're dealing, what kind of friends you got. Because I'm sure not every husband or wife wants their significant other to be just going out with anybody. I don't know this person. So,
that is so true. One thing I love, one thing I love about my husband.
Oh, girl, say it again.
Hold up, my husband. My man.
There's one thing that makes me jealous because my friends always end up liking my husband more than me.
Tell them why.
I'm nice.
Who do more cooking?
Because he could.
He feeds us. He takes us. He drives us around.
Remember, Dirty used to cook it after a while.
After Zaymar, she stopped cooking.
We got a new chef.
Yeah. I'm still waiting on fish from 3 years ago.
I got my pot to go.
You like it.
Right.
Oh, Jazzy, you guys making me hot.
You sure it's us?
One thing I love about my husband is the fact that he treats my friend very nicely. I love that about him.
With respect.
With respect. And if my friend, it's like the way that I would treat my friend, he treats them the same way.
Yep.
Like if you guys can attest to that. Like if my friends come over, oh, you hungry? He's gonna cook for them. He's gonna do, provide drinks and make sure they are comfortable.
Yeah.
And if he see they are in an uncomfortable position, like let's say if somebody come approach Laura and he can see Laura's body
Yeah.
language,
He's gonna come and protect
he will
us.
step in
Yep.
and protect Laura. Like
Done that before.
And did.
no question asked. Like, I really, really, really appreciate that about him. So that's to say, sometimes it's not that, you don't let your husband or, your significant other friend with the other person. It's all like Laura was saying, it's all about boundaries.
Yeah.
Like, the friend know, okay, this is their husband. I already see his character. I know what to do and what not to do. And I can say that about you ladies. And me too, I'll say, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do around Moose husband and not to do around Moose husband. Because our husband is very different in their own way. And your person too is different. And Laura's person that's coming is
Wow.
it's gonna be different. Because I always notice when people are talking about love language, they always tie it to husband and wife or boyfriend and girlfriend, but it goes beyond. Even the person's significant other, you need to find out, okay, as a friend, let me see how I can manage myself around that person, because this is what they like, this is what they don't like. It's not, if you have respect enough for a friend, you'll find out, like, make sure you have the same respect for the husband, just by knowing to make sure when the husband is around, he's safe, he feel okay to be around you.
Feel comfortable.
Yeah. So with Rick would not, as much as Rick is comfortable with my friends, there are certain things that we share as girls. It stays between us. I would not tell Rick, because I don't want him to view my friend any differently.
Yeah.
Certain things my friends tell me, if he knows about them, he's probably gonna be like, oh yeah,
That's
what
who
you
you-
guys discuss. That's what you guys
Yeah, okay.
That's
Hot
what
girls.
you guys talk about, and it's the same way. For him, as much as we close, we around each other, we do our improv, like we call it, quotation,
Reloaded.
The way we do our improv, certain things that me and Rick that we do, I would never come out blunt like that and be like, oh my God, you guys, this is what Ricky just said. Da, 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 da. At the time that he said it, he probably did not even mean it. And me running to my friends, telling them, now, this is what they registered. This is what they remember.
Yeah.
Now I can go back and tell them, oh my God, you guys, oh my God, I love my husband so much. You guys gonna be like, okay, but he just said,
Yeah.
love your husband. So it's all these things. It's pretty much, finding out and know what to say and what not to say with your friend. And certain things I can tell to Laura, I will know not to tell Redline, because there's so much that Redline can take. And Laura probably will be the one, she's not, but she's probably the one that's more resistant to certain things. And I'll be like, oh my God, Laura, this is what just happened. What do you think? Laura may tell me something. And then Redline, I may tell her and then she start crying. So
She's speaking about herself.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
okay. The fourth question, you guys. How do you know when a friend respects you and your partner?
Question.
Let's talk about clothing. I'm gonna just break the ice. No, for real, because a lot, and I've seen women do it. Like when I come to your house, or if I'm going to Mouseline's house, I'm not finna show up in no tight spandex. My little print is out, or my little print.
There's nobody going to know.
If she made me repeat it, like there's a certain way you have to carry yourself, especially when you're going. Like she said, we're human. Like. And then it's not to say Rick or Ed is gonna be looking like, oh, your friends is fine or whatever, but you don't want to
Put them in that
like you don't
position.
want to put them in that position, like because remember how with the old place, we used to be like, oh, we're here and we'll wait for them downstairs, but it's because we wasn't like comfortable with Rick yet, like, but now we've gotten to a place where it's like
It's okay.
Ricky, open the door, we here, like, and we sit down and we talk. But I think it's important for us to like be mindful what we have on when we're going around each other's spouses. Just like, yeah, my friend, I I ain't gonna lie, I got a little bit thicker than me, but it's okay.
You're thinking all the right places.
Like, I would want y'all to show up with some, coochie cutters. I don't know if I could say that out here, but like, I wouldn't want that to happen. Daisy Dukes. And y'all walking past my boyfriend, and he looking like, my baby ain't got all that, but then you got all this over here.
I mean, you can help him look too. No, just kidding.
I love that.
No, you can. No.
I love big bugs.
Men will look regardless.
Of course.
Like, man, look at booty. Yeah, booty.
It's just like, as a friend, like, there's some and stuff.
No sense. Like, I ain't finna come to the kitchen and be leaning over talking about, hey, Ricky, you're back good. Right.
I agree with the Redline, and I said it to Lolo. Because sometimes like I'm going to your house and I'm like, oh, m'papa la avec shot because I feel and I'm like, m'papa la, I always say like, m'papa la me put that bokote Mariam, like I said it so often. And one time Denny did something too that I was like, it's to me, I really don't care if they my friend, like I trust my friend, like if they go back behind my back and do something with my husband, like hey, that used to be my friend and I no longer consider my friend anymore because I trusted you, my husband. So one time I was hanging out and my husband was coming over, and once I finished talking on the phone with Ada, she was like, "Oh, Ada coming? Let me go check." So she hurried in her room and shit, and I'm like, to me, like I ordered that, but I really didn't mind because of that. But she did that. Like she respected that my husband was coming over to her house and she had a shirt on and she changed.
Mm-hmm. I believe it's key. Mm-hmm. It's key. And the same way that you show respect to the person husband is the same way the husband will show respect to you too. Because it matters. Mm-hmm. It matters. Or else like you would not be able to trust the person even for 1 minute for you to go to the bathroom. You get what I'm saying? And if the person is at your house, you will get up to go to the restroom. So if that is the case, like you would not even want the person to come.
Yeah. Like some people be like, oh, I will never leave my husband alone, or I will never invite a friend over to my house. I don't. To me, it's I don't.
Sometimes they know what they got at home.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Friend, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If that's your
you have to be cautious of who you call a friend.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to add, the question says, how do you know that they respect your spouse? Aside from clothing, it also is the way that they talk to your spouse as well, how they communicate. Like, if I see Ricky, hey, Ricky, usalie Ricky, or hey, come on, yeah, stuff like that. You have to talk to the person. There's some people, you can see that they don't respect your spouse because they can see your spouse from a mile away and they're going to turn the other way and act like they don't see them, or they'll come to your house and they'll talk to you and not your husband. No, you're in my house. You need to talk to the both of us. So you need to be able to have that communication. Like respect goes in all forms, and what you wear, how you talk, how you compose yourself around us, and different things like that.
I agree. I also think the way that you talk to your husband or your partner in front of your friend can be an issue too. That can cause your friend to disrespect your significant other the way that you talk to them in front of your friend. So it starts with you. Just like they say, like, it starts with you when it comes to your mom. It's just like this relationship is relationship. It starts with you. The way that you talk to your husband in front of people, or the way that you talk to your wife in front of people, is the same way other people gonna talk to them.
I always do go saying that pas faire moi devant moi. Like, so I fais moi one like one-on-one, but pas faire moi devant moi.
Let's talk after. Like, there are certain things you don't have to call me out on it, like just like that in front of my friends. We can talk later. Like, it doesn't have to be done right this instant. So, my last question, ladies. Are you guys happy?
Yeah.
No, actually, I liked it.
She was the most
question after your question.
Oh my God, I don't want your question. Okay.
Redline, please.